Hey everybody, I'm Exotic Gaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. The day has finally come, the moment we have all been waiting for. Arena Breakout finally has an English version out, and you can all download the closed beta right now. This game is easily one of my most favorite mobile FPS games right now, and when Tencent reached out to me to make a video on this game, I was like, absolutely, I love this game, and I want more people to know about it. After you watch this video, if this game sounds cool to you, make sure to head down below to the description to see a download link as well as all other necessary links to this game's social media pages. If there's anything that I missed in this video, then you can go to the official website of Arena Breakout to see more information about this game. I'm editing this video right now, and I just want to say this download link for the closed beta will be until December. So download the game while you can now, because it's not going to be there for very long. I don't want you guys to miss out on this opportunity. Thank you so much, guys. And with that being said, let's get this started. So if you're not too familiar with what Arena Breakout is, it's essentially one of those games where you spawn into the map with a certain amount of gear, either in a solos match or a squads match, and then you have to travel across the match, killing as many people as possible, gathering as much loot as possible, and then trying to get to the extraction point and escaping without dying. It's similar to PC games like Escape from Tarkov and, to a lesser extent, the Dark Zone of The Division, and it's similar to other mobile games like Badlanders, Lost Light, and a few others. However, as somebody who's played all of these mobile games already, pretty much every Escape from Tarkov mobile type of game out there, I can very confidently say that Arena Breakout is the best first-person mode version of this type of game mode out there that you can download right now. It's extremely realistic, has awesome game mechanics, is highly immersive, very in-depth, and overall a great addition to the very good selection of mobile games that we have right now in 2022. Arena Breakout has an insanely in-depth character system. It's literally a full-fledged PC game with all the different stats that you need to track in a regular survival game, pretty much. Scrolling through the tutorial tab will be a massive help to anybody, including me, because it basically tells you all the different status effects that your player could face, such as dehydration, energy loss, blood loss, any broken or damaged bones in your body, hunger, intoxication, and just so much more. You're probably going to encounter at least a few of these different status effects every single time you jump into a match, so you need to know what items to bring into the battlefield, as well as what you should be focused on looting from other enemy players. Also, I should mention this game does have a lot of character customizability, just like pretty much any other mobile game right now. Obviously, right now, it's pretty primitive. There's not too many options for clothing. I would assume, just like pretty much any other Tencent game, there's going to be wild and ridiculous clothing options soon enough, because then you can actually customize your player even more. Before you actually jump into the battlefield, there is a very in-depth merchant tab that you need to check out. In the contract tab, when you first start playing, you'll have Joel the Merchant unlocked, and he'll sell you different weapons and parts and stuff like that. He'll also give you different tasks that you can accept, and when you jump into a match, you can complete those tasks in order to win XP and different items, currency, stuff like that. As you play and level up your character more and more, you'll unlock more and more merchants, and there's like 9 or 12 or something like that. And all of these different merchants sell you different items depending on the category that they're in. Some of them sell you medicines, others are actually merchants that you can trade items with. So if you have some unnecessary items, you can trade with these merchants to get rid of them. Obviously, in the beginning, a lot of these tasks are going to be very simple, so take advantage of them while you can and get tons and tons of currency and XP. But as you level up more and more, and you level up these merchants more and more till they give you better and better items, yeah, they're going to be more and more difficult missions. And of course, as all good games should have, Arena Breakout has a highly customizable gunsmith system. And for instance, when you go into the gunsmith and you select the M4A1, for instance, you can customize this many different parts of the weapon. It's like almost overwhelming with how much customizability this game has. It's way more than like a game like Call of Duty Mobile, which I'm sure most of us are probably very familiar with. The cool thing about the Gunsmith system is it has some pretty rare weapons that you can actually see for yourself, like the F-2000, AR-57, AX-50, or the Desert Eagle. Weapons that I don't have unlocked yet, and you won't have unlocked yet for a very long time, because they're very rare, but yeah. Now, something that I haven't really delved into too much, but I do think is worth mentioning, just like games like CSGO, Arena Breakout has an entire market system where players can buy and sell their different items, their clothing, and their weapons. You can scroll through the entire market tab and see pretty much every item Arena Breakout has to offer in the game right now, and you can buy and sell and even contact other players that currently have these weapons on the market, and it's just very in-depth. An entire market system within Arena Breakouts, and that's really cool. Now, as I start to show you guys some real intense gameplay, or at least intense for me, I should tell you about the two different game modes you can jump into when you first start playing Arena Breakouts: TAC Ops or Covert Ops. TAC Ops is the first mode that you're going to play when you jump into Arena Breakout, and you jump into the battlefield as an agent, either solos or squads, and everything you take into the battlefield is stuff that you already put on your player before you clicked start. Yes, what that means is you need to go into the character tab and spend a couple of minutes really thinking about what different items and weapons, magazines and ammo and different medicines that you need to take into the battlefield that are essential for your survival. Unlike other games, which are a lot more arcadey, in Arena Breakout, if you die, you lose everything, and you're sent back to the main menu with an empty inventory, and it sucks. It's happened to me already, and I don't wish that upon anybody, so really take the time and think it out exactly what you need to take there. There's many times that I've completely forgotten to take ammo into the battlefield, and then it sucks because it takes me like 5-10 minutes just trying to find either a weapon or ammo, and all the while there's probably other people shooting at me, and I can't even defend myself. On the contrary, if you take too many items into the battlefield, so your chest rig, your backpack, and your pockets are completely filled, that means you can't loot anything. You have taken too many items, and you can't take anything out of the battlefield, and you'll realize that it was pretty much a waste of time jumping into the battlefield, because the vast majority of the time when you jump into it, your main goal is to try to get better loot than you jumped into it with. This is a game where you can run away from fights. You need to pick and choose your fights very carefully, and if somebody seems like they're way more powerful than you, it's okay to run away and then get to the extraction point and survive, because at least you get to keep all that stuff that you looted. You're not going to just die to some player that has way more powerful loot than you. And while we're on the subject, the other game mode this game has to offer is Covert Ops, which is a lot different, and honestly, I might even say I enjoy this game mode more. When you choose this game mode, you randomly spawn into the map with a randomly generated selection of loot. Sometimes you can spawn into the map with no armor and a shotgun with 5 shells, which would really suck. And then other times you can spawn into the map with a fully customized AKS-74U with a red dot sight and 120 bullets, and then armor and ammo and all this other type of stuff, and you're in a much better situation. But I really do enjoy this game mode because it constantly puts you on edge as you're waiting to load into the match, seeing what you're gonna potentially get. Because everything that you actually get in this game mode, you can also take out. So if you're lucky enough to spawn in with a good weapon, you can leave and successfully extract with that weapon. One very interesting thing that I should mention about Covert Ops is AI actually don't treat you as hostile in this game mode. Only if you start shooting at them, then they start to shoot back at you. So you can pretty much play this entire game mode on peaceful, and the only people that actually shoot at you, you can guarantee are real players. And yes, obviously with this in mind, that does mean this game does have bots. It's pretty much the same as pretty much every game. Even Call of Duty Warzone Mobile has bots. So yes, it's no surprise that this game does as well. But I would have to say that this game most likely is going to be like pretty much every other Tencent game, where you're going to experience a lot of bots at low levels. And then as you level up higher and higher, you're going to experience less and less bots, and then you're going to have pretty much only real players once you reach a certain level. And if you're playing with squads, don't worry, there is no friendly fire. All of your friends will show up on the map live, and missions will also show up on the map live. So you can basically just pin a mission on the map and it'll give you some details, explain what you need to do, and that way you can complete those missions a little bit more easily. I should also mention that the red circles that say danger that are randomly spawned on the map are high alert areas where there are lots of very, very powerful AI players. Sometimes over 10 players are in those circles. So when you go to these areas, you can expect a lot of AI players, a lot of other real players that are going there to try to get some good loots. And yes, there is better loot spawning in those red circles than outside those red circles. So yeah, every time you spawn in, you might want to target those areas to get some of the better loots. And hey, speaking about the overall experience that this game has to offer, Arena Breakout is easily one of the best looking mobile first-person shooters I have ever played. And based off of my YouTube channel, you know I've played a lot of different games like this. It is easily one of the most immersive games I have played on a mobile device, and obviously, in that respect, this game is probably not going to be the most optimized game in the entire world. Just like any dev, though, Tencent is going to work on making this game as optimized as it possibly can. And if there's any company that can make an optimized game, it's Tencent. Do keep in mind for right now, though, that this game does make your phone very, very hot. Whenever I play this game, my phone gets super, super hot. So you might want to play this game in front of a fan, for instance, so it just cools it down. And finally, there's not too many more things that I have to say about this game. This game does have a lot of different reward systems, just like a lot of other Tencent games. Everything from subscribing to their YouTube channel to following their Twitter to get some insanely powerful customized weapons and ammo, to regular daily missions where you can earn some XP currency and other more regular items in this game. This game has a ton of different options for you to get different items and gear without ever even jumping into a match. Also, this game has something called a safety deposit box. It's basically a safe that you have on your player, and every different item that you put into the safe in the battlefield is safe. Essentially, based off of the name. It's literally safe, and even if you die in the battlefield, everything you put into that safe will stay with you back to the main screen. And with that being said, finally going off script here, that's basically it for today's video. I cannot recommend this game enough to you guys. I love Arena Breakout so much. I've already made 3 videos on this game in the past. This is my 4th video. It's a fantastic game, and Tencent is doing great things with Arena Breakouts. And yeah, I really hope you guys do enjoy when you finally do download this game. The download link is down below in the description, as well as any applicable social media links. Really hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.